Hey guys, my name is Rob and welcome back to the channel once again. In today's video, we're going to be talking all about monthly dividend stocks. So if you guys are brand new to the channel, this channel is all about dividend stocks and investing in Canadian stocks. Now, the portfolio I'm going to show you guys today is going to be built around monthly dividend stocks, but we do have a wide variety of different growth stocks mixed with dividend growth stocks. And once again, the whole entire goal here is basically just to increase that monthly dividend income, so eventually at some point in time we could live off our dividend stocks. Now I know this is going to take a long time to do this, but the whole point of this case study, this kind of journey as I'm doing on my YouTube channel, is just to showcase to you guys how putting a little bit of money into the market over time can really start to add up over time. And even though just a little bit, a couple bucks here and there, it does make a big difference if you actually like cut back and you really appreciate the money that your dividends are making for you. So the main app I've been using on this channel to build this portfolio since we first started this YouTube channel way back in January of 2020 was Wealthsimple Trade. And I think Wealthsimple Trade is one of the best platforms to not only just buy Canadian stocks, but like for most Canadian investors to get started with investing, because it's super easy to get started. They have a nice cool app. They have a phone app. They have a desktop version of the app as well. And it's really, really cool. So before we get in the video and I show you guys the portfolio, I just want to do a quick little update and show you guys and just thank you guys for all the amazing support that you guys have done for the channel. Wealthsimple Trade has an affiliate program where if you guys use my link, there'll be a link in the description of this video. You guys sign up for Wealthsimple Trade, you'll get $10 to invest your money to basically put into the market for free, and I'll get $25. And what I want to do in this video is just kind of give a little bit of thanks to everybody, because you know the portfolio is about $17,000 we have inside, and $4,000 of that portfolio, which is quite a big chunk of it, actually came from you guys using my links. So without your support, I wouldn't have that extra money to invest. In fact, the bulk of the portfolio comes from like my YouTube ad revenue and all that kind of stuff too. So really it's actually a lot more than that. So I just want to say a big thanks to everybody who used my link. As you guys can see, there are some names on the list here. I'm just going to name through the list really quickly here, so hopefully I'm saying the names correctly. But thanks to George, Carol, Bruce, Evan, all these people who've been using my link over the past couple days. It's really picked up over the past month, and it's actually starting to add up to be quite a bit of income here. So just a big thank you for everybody who supports the channel. It really does make a big difference at the end of the day. And of course, one of the important things that you need to do if you're building a dividend-based portfolio is to actually track your dividends. So I have this cool little investing spreadsheet here where I keep track on a monthly basis how much dividend income we're making. And as you guys can see, since we started in January of 2020, it's just been slowly increasing. So I've just been buying stocks in Wealthsimple Trade, like really simple, good quality stocks with a focus on dividends. Some of them pay quarterly, some of them pay monthly. But once again, we're focusing on trying to get that monthly dividend income up. And as you guys can see here, we finished December 2020 with almost making about $50 a month in dividends, and we're just finishing up January. We have a couple more stocks to pay through, but we should kind of hit that $50 mark, so not too shabby. And I've basically added up the total dividends here, so we made $300 in the first year of dividend income, as well as a bunch of stock appreciation, which I'll show you guys when you go inside the actual portfolio. But moving downwards, one of the things I wanted to do with this portfolio was basically to track if my goal truly is to pay for everything with my dividends. I thought it'd be super cool to do like a spreadsheet and track and basically say like, can I actually pay for everything that I use with my dividends? So I've been taking a little bit of money that I've been making on a regular basis and putting it and buying into basically like everyday essentials and things I normally use. So as you guys can see here, there's a big list of things, and I did this quick little video here where I basically show capped everything that I've currently bought with my portfolio so far. Alright, so here's a quick little recap of everything that we've bought so far with our dividends. So here's a quick little update to show you guys how like all the different essentials we're buying. So the other week I bought a nice little towel here. This is just a cheap little towel. I think it cost around $8. Nice little towel. Then I got a French press to make my morning coffee. That was one of the first goals of the channel, was to get a free cup of coffee every day with my dividends. And then the next thing, I got this little mug. I bought this around Christmas time, as you can tell from the dollar store. It was about $1, as you guys can see, but it gets the job done. Next up we have here is a deck of cards. Once again, this was $1 from the dollar store. Me and my girlfriend play cards time to time, and I'm a big fan of card games, so that was a nice, easy, simple purchase. And then one of the recent purchases I bought was a plate, because you need to eat your food off something. So once again, we're getting some of the basic things like the cooking stuff. And then here I got this cool little 365 activity book for couples. I bought this for my girlfriend for her birthday a little while back. It's just a cool little book with a bunch of different simple things that you can do together. So I think it cost me about $15 for this book. It was a nice little present. It's got a lot of cool things, as you guys can see. You journal together and do all these different things. Like some of them are like go on coffee dates or do a puzzle together or watch a movie. So just little simple things that are easy to do. But the whole point is to get you to spend time with each other. So that was a cool little book, really high quality book for like the price I paid for. So I thought that was a really cool gift. And then I got this cup here because you need to drink stuff. So I bought a nice little cup there. I'm probably gonna upgrade to a bigger one eventually. Then I got these little travel mugs for when you go for walks. We can drink our tea or our coffee in them. One of the health goals I wanted to do was to drink lemon juice every day because lemon's good for you. So is water. So I've been buying lemons on a regular basis. So normally I'd have like a big bag of them, but I'm kind of running a little bit low. And then we have this nice filtered water because our water where we live is actually not that great. It's got a lot of bad things in it. So I bought the water jug here. And once again, here's a quick little outlook of everything we bought so far for Dividend. So I hope that kind of inspires you guys. And something else that I've been paying for is putting a little bit of money towards our grocery bills. And as you guys can see at the start of every month, we buy a couple groceries. And this isn't everything that I buy with my dividends because we just spend a little bit of money. But I just want to show you guys some of the food and stuff that we buy sometimes. So the dividends are also working towards paying for our monthly grocery bills as well. Alright guys, so for the portion of the portfolio part of this video, I'm actually going to be using the Wealthsimple Trade desktop app to give you guys a quick little overview of all the stocks I own and show you guys the stocks I'm going to be buying today. So we have $17,802 in total net worth or total value of the portfolio. We have it inside our TFSA because we're once again putting our money in our TFSA so everything grows tax-free. It's super important to do. And let's go over some quick little recap of how the portfolio has been doing over the past little while. So over the past day, we're up 1%. So it looks like the stock market actually recovered a little bit today. Over the past I'd say past week or two, it's actually been down quite a bit. Over the past week, it's still down -2%. Over the past month, we're kind of sitting at about 0% or so, up $70. Over the past 3 months, we're still up 5%, which is pretty good. And then all time inside the portfolio, we're up about 4%. So once again, we had a little bit of a dip recently, and going into this morning, opening up, things are kind of recovering, but we'll have to wait and see. It's going to be interesting to see how, if things are going to keep dipping or if we're going to go back on recovery. Either way, it doesn't matter because we're just going to be investing at the end of the day regardless. So as you guys can see here are the actual monthly dividend stocks I have inside my portfolio. Now, some of these, once again, they're not all monthly dividends. Some of them are quarterly. Some of them pay monthly, but I kind of try to do a mix of the two. So the first company we have, I'm going to cover, which are monthly ones first, is going to be, so Algonquin Utilities is a quarterly dividend Canadian stock. We have BIP, Brookfield Infrastructure Partners. This is a brand new stock I've been buying. I started buying, I think it was like a week or two ago, slowly going to build that inside the portfolio. We have CNR, Canadian National Railway. These are all quarterly based dividend stocks and really good solid stocks. So like ones like Enbridge, Fortis, as you guys can see. And going down here, here's some of the monthly ones here. So H&R REIT is a real estate investment trust fund, Canadian one, and it's currently down about -10%, but it does pay a monthly dividend. So this is one of the REITs that got hit really hard. If you go over the past year, it's down almost 50%. So it got hit pretty hard, but I'm investing into it. So when the real estate recovery does happen, we should get some nice gains, and it does have like that monthly dividend yield. So it helps bring up that dividend. So that's kind of the point of the REITs here, and they are nice because they do have monthly dividends. So I currently own about 114 shares of H&R REIT, total value about $1,400. And we're currently down about 10%. So down quite a bit, but once again, REITs got hit pretty hard, so that's kind of expected, and they should recover over the next couple of years, I think. The next one we have going on here is Ryokan, which once again is another REIT, and the whole purpose is to increase that monthly dividend income inside the portfolio. Ryokan is hit pretty hard too, not as bad as H&R REIT, and they have recovered a bit, but once again, like with most of these Canadian REITs, they actually are down quite a bit. But I do believe in the long term they will do well. And we currently have about 66 shares of Ryokan with about $1,000 inside the portfolio, currently down about 0.69%. So not as bad as H&R REIT, kind of almost sitting at neutral there. The next monthly dividend stock we have is one that's been doing quite well, is TransAlta Renewables. That's RNW for ticker. And this is a renewable company, and most of the renewable companies have done quite well. Currently up about 30% over the year. I never really predicted that. It just kind of happened kind of thing. We kind of got lucky. And we currently have 26 shares value at $565, currently up about $100, $120, which is once again 26%, which is really cool. So that's really helps bring up the portfolio. Next one we have is Severia Corp. This one actually has been doing really well too. Severia Corp over the past month up 17%. Over the past year up 24%. So they had a bit of a dip, but they recovered nicely. And I'm not too sure how they're going to do, but this definitely is a stock I'm going to be buying a little bit more in the future, and it does have a monthly dividend yield, like I mentioned. We currently own about 11 shares, which is $187, which isn't very much, so I'm definitely going to be looking to buy more as time goes on inside this portfolio. But we are up 17%, which is $27, so that one's done pretty good for us too. Definitely worth buying. Next stock we're going to talk about is a Canadian classic, and that's Shaw Communications. So Shaw's have been having a bit of a rough time. Over the past year, they're down 14%, and over the past 5 years, they're actually down 8%. So they've been on a slow decline. And a lot of people have been looking at this as a good buying opportunity, and it could be, but when I look for dividend-based companies, I like to have dividend-based companies that have growth. I want to see stock appreciation as well. With dividend growth, and even though Shaw has a nice monthly dividend yield, they've kind of been on a decline over the past 5 years, and I don't really like to see this as a company. It could once again indicate a good time to buy because you're buying it at a nice cheap price, and it could rise, so there's that to say too. But going in the future, I'm not going to buy too many shares of Shaw individually because I just kind of would rather pick a more growth-based company like Rogers or TELUS. So Shaw Communications, we currently earn about 11 shares, total value $243. As you guys can see, I stopped buying this a little while back, but we're just keeping it inside the portfolio just in case if it goes up, and we're currently down about 7%. So Shaw has not done too well for us, but you never know, in the future it might, kind of pick up. And going towards the bottom of the portfolio, we have the main monthly dividend yield ETF, and this is probably one of the best, I would say probably one of the best monthly dividend-based ETFs that you can buy. And it's called VDY, and it basically holds all the big Canadian stocks. So it's got like Enbridges, Fortis, it's got all the big banks like RBC, TD, CIBC, all the big, the normal big dividend companies that people, the big Canadian ones that people like to see. And it does have a nice monthly dividend yield. So it's a nice way to get all those good quality stocks and get them on a monthly basis. And this is the main ETF we've been buying inside the portfolio. So this kind of tracks the broader Canadian dividend-based market. It's currently up about, it looks like it's down about 6% over the year, but we've been investing into this throughout 2020. It's been doing pretty good for us, and this makes the bulk of the monthly income. So 130 shares valued at $4,330. We're currently up about 5%. So once again, this went down quite a bit over the past couple weeks because we were sitting at about 10% about a month ago. But currently up about $191, and it's been doing pretty good, and it is my go-to ETF because once again, it is investing in really good companies, and it's just really broad-based ETF, and I really like the monthly dividend yield, and it's been doing pretty good for us. So I'm going to be buying a bunch of VDY, and it is the main ETF, so I'm going to be buying about, I think I'm going to go a little bit crazy with VDY and just put all the free money that I have today, which is $244 inside of VDY, and just kind of bring that up here. So I'm going to put that order through, and there we go. So that's basically the main ETF. I'm going to make things simple today. But keep in mind, guys, if you guys are buying your own stocks, you could buy any of the stocks I have here. I think they're all good quality stocks. You can't really go wrong with them. That's the whole point of putting them inside the portfolio. But today, I just really wanted to highlight the monthly dividend stocks. And then going towards the bottom here, we have the S&P 500, which is more of our growth-based stocks, and then some different ETFs that I'm looking to eventually get rid of. But I just wanted to cover that really quickly so you guys could see the monthly dividend stocks inside this portfolio and the main ETF I use, which is VDY. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video. I know a lot of you guys are really like dividend stocks, and I think they're really cool too. But I think it's also important to kind of spread things out and invest into growth stocks too. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and remember to subscribe if you guys want to follow alongside with me. So take care, and I'll see you guys later.